When I was a kid, my dad used to have this little saying, and he would say, "Are you ready to have some serious fun?" And I thought it was funny because, fun and seriousness didn't really go hand in hand. And my dad was really good at doing funny little sayings like that. He would say, like, military intelligence and work party and all these things that he thought were kind of ridiculous to go together. My dad was funny. So what I want to talk with you or share with you about today is this idea of serious fun. And I can actually be a pretty serious person, focused, intentional, and driven. And I really like the benefits of tenacity and commitment. And I think that hard work and doing those things, there's a lot of benefits to them. But it's not fun. And I've talked about this before, but I want to bring a different wrinkle in here. So in my attempts to have fun, and because I've got a baggage and because of social imprinting around what fun is and what pleasure is and joy is, I had a bunch of stuff that was unconscious around that, in shadow. So I really didn't approach fun in a way where I actually embraced it. I didn't approach fun in a way where I indulged in it and I learned about it and I took it serious. So I work with people all the time, and I know myself, I've had experiences where I'm really half-assing my fun. I'm really half-assing, pleasure and joy and love even. And I've done that because of the bullshit that I was taught around those things. But at this point, and for the last several years, I'm taking fun to be a very, very important thing, and I'm approaching it from a very intentional standpoint. And I think you should too. So I talk about, living to the fullest and creating peak experiences, and you're not going to do that if you're just dabbling and fucking around and approaching these things in a way where you're not coming at it from almost a scientific approach, where you're tinkering with things and optimizing things in a very finite way, whether that's imbibing or having a fun night out with friends or creating deeper intimacy with your partner. And I think that this approach, it brings a lot more consciousness and a lot more intention to the fun that you're having, and the pleasure and the joy and the love and this whole basket of goodies in here that I, for one, have needed to do a lot of work around. So that's basically the point. And what I want to do is to ask you some more questions to create a little bit deeper opportunity for you to look at this stuff. And the first question I have for you is, how do you push love away? I know that we do this. I know that I do this. I'm afraid of intimacy. I'm afraid of deep connection. I actually believe that deep love is the most terrifying thing we can experience. So we avoid and we are repelled by things that scare us. So I want to know, I'm asking you to kind of just take a deeper look. I think you still do this. I think we all do. How are you doing it right now where you're pushing love away? You're creating separation. The second part of that, that's an add-on, is, can you see that you're stronger than you think you are? Because a lot of us don't take risks because we don't think we can handle some kind of negative outcome or some fall apart if I take a risk and I create intimacy and then it falls apart, or I get heartbroken or something like that. And can you look and recognize throughout your life, you've had many, many different experiences where you have been strong, you have survived, and those things have proven that you're strong. So just asking for you to take a look at that stuff. And this last question I have is, how can you take your approach to fun and pleasure more seriously? How can you approach that like a scientist or with a ton more awareness? And how can you engage in the people around you in order to do that? because I don't think that just going hog wild and create, although that's fun too, but in order to grow and expand our capacity, my thing that I'm promoting and putting out here is it's going to take a lot more consciousness. So that's what I got. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.